left Key West, Florida, looking for evidence of driftnet fishing in the Atlantic, and today, 8 days after our departure, we found that evidence. We found a Taiwanese vessel that was involved in transporting fish from the driftnet fleets to the freezing vessels. We approached that vessel in order to investigate its activity, and obviously the captain of the vessel had orders to intimidate us. As we were coming alongside, he turned into us. We fell back and came back in an effort to prove to him that we were not intimidated. This time we had our wheel hard over to starboard, and when he struck us, it hit our bow, which caused extensive damage to his vessel. We don't believe that anybody has a right to destroy the future for all humanity for the sake of a few dollars today. All these people are motivated by is greed. They're not, they have no concern for the future of humanity and no concern for the survival of the oceans. And that's the battle that we're fighting out here.
A very large part of our work is against illegal fishing, or what we call illegal, unregulated, unreported fishing, IUU fishing. Illegal fishing around the world is one of the biggest problems, if not the biggest problem of the oceans these days.
Sea Shepherd's had campaigns against illegal fishing for decades, opposing the drift nets and the use of the drift nets in the North Atlantic and the Caribbean.
Blow that horn.
Of course, then we led up to the campaigns to not only protect dolphins, but also to protect the tuna from the tuna seiners. And our efforts in the Galapagos since 2000 have been against illegal fishing. In 2010 and 2011, we opposed the bluefin tuna fishermen off of Libya and Tunisia. 2010, we found one illegal operation, and we cut the nets and released 800 bluefin tuna. Ended up in court, but we won the court cases over that. When the opportunity came, that is with the 1 year that the Japanese were not going down to kill whales, the opportunity came to do Operation Icefish, which was to finally go after the Bandit 6, these 6 large vessels that were on the Interpol Purple list that were poaching toothfish.
Good afternoon, Thunder. This is Bob Barker. You are fishing illegally. You are fishing illegally within a CAMLAR region. Captain Siddharth Chakravarti and I came up with a plan that was so simple that it had never been tried before. The idea was that the Sam Simon would confiscate any illegal fishing nets that we found in the Southern Ocean. Meanwhile, the Bob Barker was going to follow a poaching vessel for however long it took until the authorities took over the arrest. We planned for a long chase, but could have never imagined that we would break the record for the longest maritime pursuit in history, and that the chase would end after 110 days when the captain of the Thunder decided to sink his own ship. We received their mayday. We're standing by to assist in any way.
She's going down.
What he didn't expect was that after abandoning his vessel, that 3 Sea Shepherd crew members would board that ship, would secure the evidence on board, confiscating computers, mobile phones, nautical charts, and even a toothfish. That was evidence that was then used in his prosecution, and the captain of the Thunder was sentenced to prison for 3 years. When 15 to 40% of the global catch of fish is caught by illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing operators, and when 90% of the global catch of fish is caught within the jurisdiction of some state, then Sea Shepherd has to be working together with governments that lack the economic resources to adequately monitor, control, and surveil their waters. Operation Albacore was a campaign between Sea Shepherd, the government of Gabon, and the government of Sao Tome, where Sea Shepherd provided the ship, the crew, and the fuel, and Gabon in return provided 7 Marines with the Gabonese Navy and 3 fisheries enforcement officers. In 5 months of patrolling, Operation Albacore led to the boarding and inspection of over 50 legal fishing vessels operating in Gabon, and also the arrest of 4 IUU vessels.
Well, 70% of the world's surface is under no national authority. Therefore, there's a lot of lawlessness going on. Over 40% of the fish sold in restaurants and markets has been caught illegally. And there literally are thousands of poaching operations going on all around the globe.
Due to the ever-increasing demand for fish, the illegal fishing operations are further exploiting what little is left of the oceans. They're going into areas where they haven't been before, targeting species they haven't targeted before, going into marine protected areas. So in order for us to stop this, we need to expand the areas where the animals are protected. We need to continue to increase the enforcement and to continue to convince people that we have to make a change. And the change needs to happen right now.